Sawadee Krap and hello from Chiang Mai in northern Thailand. I'm Josh, the Thailand coordinator for Impact Teaching, and today I'm going to talk about 5 ways that you can get off to the perfect start as an ESL teacher, not just for Thailand but for any country that you might find yourself in. But before we get into that, I briefly want to tell you about the wonderful training that we had last weekend. We had 2 brand new teachers who flew over from the UK, their first time teaching, Josh and Jasmine. It was really great to meet them. They'll be heading over to Chiang Rai. And the other teacher is called Persephone. She's an American and she's already been teaching in Mae Sai, which is not far from Chiang Rai, for about 6 months. So she came over and got involved too. It was a brilliant weekend, lots of training, getting everyone ready, and Persephone, although she's got a lot of experience already, hopefully she got some value from it too. But it was just really great to meet everyone. We had lots of fun, ate lots of delicious food and explored Chiang Mai. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get into the video and talk about the 5 ways you can get off to the best start as an ESL teacher. So the first one, in fact the first 3, are mainly related to your relationship with the other teachers, the local teachers. Because if you have a good relationship with them, it makes your life so much easier. If they're happy, you're happy. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the general building relationships, the building blocks of your relationships, because first impressions really count wherever you are in the world. So it's a really good idea to focus on this and to make it a priority. How can you do that? It's a very obvious one, but something you can do is bring gifts, okay? They don't have to be expensive. You're not buying everyone in the office a brand new iPhone, but something from your home country which is a little bit special. It could be, I don't know, maybe some a tea towel with some landmarks on from wherever you are from. It could be some food, some sweets, some candy, but failing that, it could be some fruit, or fruit maybe is more appropriate for Thailand and China, but in other countries you could get anything where the office can all get involved and have a nice treat. So yeah, you don't have to spend a lot, but it does make a difference and really shows that you care and you're wanting to get off on the right foot. The next thing you can do is be very respectful of the culture. Of course, it's going to be different from your culture. For example, in Thailand, it's very important to anyone, not the students, not people younger than you, but it's a very hierarchical society. So other teachers and senior members of staff is very important. That doesn't apply to all the destinations we have programs, of course, but just being aware of wherever you are, the culture that they have, and respecting it and getting involved in it, they'll really appreciate that. And the last one is a little obvious, but it's just being positive, friendly, smiley, kind and nice. You know, I'm sure you are all of those things, but make sure you ramp them up on your first day, few weeks at school, to give a really good first impression. Okay, number 2, the next thing is professionalism. I'm not going to talk too much about this, but it's really important that you do 3 things, especially on your first day, your first week, your first month, but it should really last throughout your whole tenure as a teacher abroad. One of those things is looking smart. And this is more specific for the beginning of your time at the school, because you don't know the rules and the level of smartness that is required. So I would recommend going in smarter than you need to be, or hitting all the criteria that the school have told you about. For example, that might be wearing a tie, wearing smart shoes and trousers. And you can just gauge it on your first day. Oh, he's wearing this, she's wearing that. Okay, but if you go in looking not smart enough, that's just going to create a bad impression right off the bat. When I was teaching in Phetchabun in Thailand, My first day I was in a shirt, I was in a tie, I was in long trousers and smart shoes. Later on I was in shorts and a smart t-shirt or a polo and some smart trainers. So it doesn't have to last throughout the year, but I really recommend, especially at the beginning, going in smart. The next thing is punctuality. This is really obvious. Don't be late, be early, because you want to give that, show them that you are a punctual person that works hard. So be punctual, it's very important. And hard work, showing that you're willing to work hard and put in all the effort that's required to succeed as a teacher abroad. Show them that right from the off. It can be a lot to take in, the new school, new students, new country, new environment. Just going to wait for this van to pass. Thank you. So yeah, show that you're a really hardworking person straight away. The third point is about going above and beyond, okay? So this is linked to the last thing I mentioned about just working really, really hard in general, but just saying yes to everything that you can. You may be asked to come to an opening assembly after school. You may be asked to come in a little early and speak to a group of students, or help them with an English competition or a sports tournament. Just say yes, especially at the beginning of your job. Say yes. If you say no for the first thing they ask you, that's going to leave a really bitter taste in their mouth. And you can, in time, as you get more established, start saying no to things. But I think it's important you are just open to everything, and you're not kind of, making a standoff straight away saying, no, I won't do this, no, I won't do that. Just say yes. And it's not too much skin off your teeth. It's really, they're not going to ask the world of you, but they may ask you for a few extracurricular things, and it's important you can say yes. Unless, of course, there's a really valid reason for not, but if you can, just say yes. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about your relationship with the teachers and the school. That is incredibly important. Maybe not number one, but it's at least 50%, maybe over 50%, because these are the people that employ you and that work with you. But of course, we're going to now talk about your students. And initially, it can be tempting to come into class and focus on building great relationships with your students, and that is crucial. But it's a lot more difficult to set boundaries later when they already know you as the fun, laid-back, easygoing teacher. Therefore, it's important to set boundaries as early as you can. Even on day one, first lesson, talk about rules, talk about what you expect from them, what they can expect from you, and create that rapport. But when I say start off strong, I don't mean coming in and no, but I do mean coming in and being firm initially, and you can become friends, quote unquote, because they shouldn't be your friends, but in the school sense of become friendly with them. That can come slowly. That doesn't have to come day one. But if they see you as, just a fun foreign teacher, I can come and do what I want, it's really hard to get back those boundaries and those rules. Whereas if you set them early, you can ease off. That's really important and something to consider that you may not have thought of. The last one is not going to be about your colleagues, it's not going to be about the student, it's going to be about you and your own mindset, okay? And that is about pressure and putting unnecessary pressure on yourself during the first day, the first week, the build up to starting this new job, worrying about it, thinking, is my lesson plan good? Have the students enjoyed that? Don't worry, you're here for a reason, okay? You'll have gone through several interviews. The agency will have said, yep, you're great, you're awesome, we want you to teach for us, and then the school will have done the same. So you're here for a reason. You wouldn't be here if you couldn't do the job. And the school are not expecting perfect, polished teachers on day one. or day 2, or day 100, or day 200, okay? They know you are potentially a new teacher or a teacher with not so much experience. What's far more important is your energy, your enthusiasm, your passion, your compassion, and the fact you're there showing up and giving your all for the students and for the school. And you will learn. You don't have to be perfect. Don't put that pressure on yourself, because I have seen it firsthand. Teachers crumbling under the pressure they put on themselves. So go in with a positive attitude. I can do this. Be aware that it won't be perfect. You will make mistakes, but you're awesome and you're here and you're going to be great. So bear that in mind. We have 5 important things to remember and to do for your first week, first month as an ESL teacher. The first one is focusing on building relationships with teachers. The second is about being professional. That's really important, something to focus on. The third is about going above and beyond and showing your colleagues and the school that you're really motivated to be there and you want to work hard. The fourth is about your relationship with students, starting off and setting boundaries early and moving forward from there. And then the fifth one is about your attitude towards yourself and not putting unnecessary pressure on yourself, because you're going to be great. That's enough waffling from me. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, give it a like and give us a subscribe. If you want to know any more about teaching abroad, I'll leave a link down in the description to our programs in China, Thailand, Vietnam, Poland, and Hungary, as well as our summer camps in the USA. So if you are interested in any of them, go to our website, check them out, and get in touch. Thank you for watching. Sawadee krab. Bye bye krab.